Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Yogesh, and in this video, I will be briefing on basics of design. There are many softwares for designing. Popularly used ones are the Adobe Photoshop, or people use Corel Draw also. We also have other softwares like Adobe Illustrator. All are very good softwares which can be used, but it needs a little more in-depth learning. You can do wonderful work with using these softwares. It sometimes it becomes very difficult to procure them. Maybe the free versions are not available. If you're able to get a free version, it's good. You can explore them also. But here we will be I will be just briefing you the software which is available for us. That is the PowerPoint Office 365. Our Office 365 is a really wonderful software. We have not really explored it to its full potential. Here I'll be just showing a few ways of creating a basic cover page. So I've opened the PowerPoint empty slide. Now, when you look at the book what the Amazon accepts, the size of the cover page should be 49.47 centimeter. That is the width, and the height is 66.14 centimeter. So we have to key in that first. So how do we do that? Because this is not matching those requirements. So I will just go to design. In design, you can have this option slide size. Click on the slide size, go to custom slide size. Okay, so here we are having the options to enter the values. So I want the Amazon asks the width to be 49.47 centimeter, and the height is 66.14 centimeter. As soon as I'm keying in centimeter, but anyhow, as soon as I just type it enter, it's getting converted to inches. Doesn't matter. Okay, and here after that you select ensure fit. Okay, now our the page according to the Amazon requirement is ready. So I will just remove these boxes. So I have a empty blank page. Now how do we go about the designing? Okay, so now I will come here to insert. Here I have an options of inserting various shapes. I will click on that. Now let's say I will just show some basic designs. You can explore on it. So I've just drawn a small box. I will copy it, control copy, control C and control V for the pasting. I will just move it a little down. And if you notice here, this is a small box. It's better to open this box and keep it on the right side. You get a lot of options here. When you click on this, I'll be showing you a lot of options, lot of things we can do here. When I open the fill, it is showing me again the various patterns. Now let me continue. I will just insert a couple more things. Let's say I've inserted another box here. You can choose the colors whatever you want. So this is the place, the shape fill. So keep the box highlighted click on the shape fill. You can choose a color, whichever color you want. You can just choose it. Okay, let's say for example I have chosen that, and let's say I want the background. So when I right click, I get this box. I will click format background. So now it is showing me on the right side. I'm trying to fill something in the background. Right now it's white in color. I can change the color of my background. Let's say if I make it red, so my background has changed like this, but I'm having two different colors here. So I'll do one thing, I'll just keep this also the same color as shown on the top. I'll go to the color option. We can keep two colors, is always better. Okay, now the background I have given a red color. If you want to make it a gradient, you can click on this. It will show you a few options. Now it is showing a gradient like this. It is looking nice, so I'll just reduce this a little bit more, so it gives a nice pleasant feel like that. Okay, or if you want to give some kind of if we can choose the color of the gradients also. When you look on the right side, present this is the gradient right now. I can change it. You can see some gradients are placed starting from the top, and some gradients you can see where the light shade is on the bottom side here. You can choose however you want. You can also change the color also. Let's say I want to change the color also, you can change it. See, if I move the bar, you can see on the left side even the gradient pattern is also changing accordingly. I can change the gradient type also. Now I've given a radial one. If I make it linear, see, it has come like this. You can see that as I move, the gradient pattern is also changing. You can choose like this multiple ways. So you can change the direction like this from the top. Once again, you can increase the intensity this way, take it towards the lighter side, anyhow. Whatever way you can, if you want, you can explore it. Next you have another pattern, a rectangular pattern gradient. You can see that gradient. I can move this also. So these are the ways you can make your background. Then you have a path. So you can have it like this also. See, right now it is showing white in the center. I can change whichever I want. So you can decide on that. Okay, now I'm not saying this is the end of it. You can have some textures also. So this is a kind of a texture. You can get a lot of other options where you can use it. You can increase the transparency, trying to make it more transparent. You can change the alignment also, or from where it is the texture has to show up like. So multiple options. I'll reduce the transparency. If you want to put a picture, you also have an option inserting a picture. That option is also available. You can see many options. I can reduce the grid size, I can increase the grid size. Anyhow, let us continue. Now let's say I want to insert the title. Again, you can either choose a text box and you can put the key in the title. Let's say textbook of PCG. Increase the size. Okay, I'll make it textbook of electrophysiology. You can decide on the font. Now even for the text also we can do a lot of designing. So on the right side you can see the text options. This will come only when the text is selected. So I have selected the text. Click on the text options. Right now it is showing me only one color in the letters. Here also we have gradient. You can use a gradient like this. So let's say I'm taking a red there, and this color also I'll change it. You have to select the arrow here, come here and change the color. Some of the patterns we can have like this also. So it all depends on how you choose and try out various options. Here also they have given the options of changing the color. I know it's looking very scary. I'm just showing you. This is not the designing. Okay, this somewhat looks a little better. What are the other options in the text? Is okay, we have seen the pattern fills. We can give outline also. Right now there's no outline. I can give an outline for this. Okay, I can give something like that. And here also I get the options of the line outline, what we want. Right now it is giving a blue color. And to make it a red, you can make it and try. You can increase the width of the outline. You can choose the type of the line. Okay, so you get a lot of options. You can give shadow effect also. When you click here, see you get again so many things. Shadows. So you can give a shadow like that. You can decide on the transparency again. You can change the shadow color, the size of the shadow. So you can make the shadow bigger like that. You can decide on which side it has to, which angle you want the shadow to be. You can see how the shadow is moving just above the shadow. So you can decide on that. You can decide on the distance, how far it has to be from the letter. Then you can give a glow also to the letter. You can change the color of the glow. So I'm just telling you all the possibilities. Okay, not that you have to use everything for whatever you do here. I'm just showing you the options. Many options are there. You can give in a 3D way. See, just try and see which if at all anything is shooting good. Again, here also you have a lot of options. Of course, this may not be for the title. For some other objects, when we are using different places, we can use all these things. Okay. So it is book of electrophysiology. Let's say you are placing so you want to put a small box here. We want to type something first edition. Want to write the author's name. Change the color. Let's say you want to insert a picture. You go to insert, click on the insert pictures from online. Let's say I want to take maybe a lead to ECG. Let's say, for example, I want to put this. Let's see, anything else is there. Type only ECG and search for some images. Let's say, for example, you like this and you want to insert it. So our picture is here. Now what has happened is the picture is trying to overlap on our text. So here what we can do is we can decide where the position of this image has to be. Okay, so here you have options here. You can bring forward the image, send it back. I will just send the image backward. Okay, so now you can see the image it has gone back. Now what I am going to do is, for this object, I will increase the transparency. I want to make it more transparent so that my main design, I want my main design to be more visible. So I can choose on the transparency and maybe have something like that. Okay, we're having everything more in a blue format. I will go and remove this red. I will come here, change the red color to a combination of blue shade. When our line is there, I will just blue line. You can remove the line also. We are having a yellow shadow, it's not looking good. So you can look in all these multiple ways. One thing is what you have to make sure is the whatever image you take from online, make sure those images are royalty free images. You get images which are royalty free, because many of the images will have a copyright protection. So you have to be a little careful about that. Look for search for royalty images, royalty free images, and you can use them. Generally they tell images what you get on Wikipedia, or without any copyrights issues. Okay, so I've just so this is about some basics and of how you can explore on it. Now with just simple things, I'll just do one image real fast for you. I will just select everything. I will delete everything. Okay, so let's take I've just taken one page I have given. Okay, this is our starting page. Okay, so I've just shown one way of doing it. You can use your creativity. It all depends on your creativity. Let's say, for example, I'll do one quick image. Let's say now, see, I have done a line, taken a line like this. See, you can always turn it. Okay? You can make it smaller, and you can have one thing, the corner, like that, and make it a little more thinner. Paste again. So I have made two lines here, and here I want to insert my edition of the book. See, now you can turn this also. Okay, I have already told you the regarding the color part. I will just go to background, just given a small gradient if you want. You can take the pictures, of course, from your computer also. I will just take them online. So hold the shift button and enlarge it. on the text options. I'll just give a glue. It's looking very bright. And I move to blue and reduce the thickness of that. Okay, it could be as simple as this. If you're trying to insert some shapes, some other shapes, let's say for example you want to insert a star, type something inside. Let's say for example complementary optical manual, something. Now why I inserted a shape is I want to show we can actually edit the shape. We have this what is called as edit shape. We can change the points. So this is going to show me the points and I can move the point. See, I can move it the way I want. So I'm converting a star into something else. And here whenever you click on a point you get these two white dots, but this also when you drag one dot you can see something is getting extended that way. You can take it down any of the way you want. If you want to delete any of the dots you can delete the dots. You can move the dots. You can do it the way you want with the edit shape pattern. So not only you can take any shape. Let's let's say you are taking a shape of let's say I'm taking a square. So when I draw a square, I'll just remove this. I'll take this guy down. Okay. Click on edit shape, edit points. See that? So you can do it the way you want. Lot more tools are there. Just this is you can choose a selection pane. It will actually show us how all the images are placed one above the other. For example, let me show you. I will take this image and I will put it here. Okay. I will just change the font so that you can understand it a little more better. I will change the color also. Let's take some other color like this, or okay, I'll take this color. Now if you see, here, you can see the image is behind, the text is in the front. It is showing me this is the text box number 19, and look at the image. Image is in it's number 16. Okay, if you want to shift them, one is, I told you, arrange them, send it back, send it forward. Here also we can just move it. Let's say, no, just look at the picture. Now I'm just selecting the picture, and what I have to do is I have to just take it up. See, now just I'll take it up and up. Now you can see it has come in front of the text box. This is the text box 19, so that's gone behind now. So if you want the box the text to be in the front, I will take it in the front. So this tool is also, it is going to come in handy for you when you are trying to arrange the objects. Here we have very few objects now I have taken, so it's it is very clearly distributed, so there is no problem in that. But when you have many images, this selection pane becomes very easy to identify what object is what, and then to decide where we have to place the different things. Okay, so this is about the basic designing. And once you have explored all the different options, tried the different colors, patterns, shadows, glows, for everything there's even for a text you can do it for the picture, increase the transparency, reduce the colors, shift it wherever you want, change the shapes. So many options are there. All you have to just try it, and twice or times, and you will be very comfortably be able to do all these things. Once you have done that, now next is saving it. So for saving it, you have to just, when you click on file, save as, you get many options. Now here just click, and this is the various options you have. So generally, you now, because we have done this in a PowerPoint, so that's why we used to just save everything as a PowerPoint presentation. Now we want this as an image. So there are 2 or 3 things here we have to identify. One is the JPEG, another one is called the PNG, portable network graphic format, another one is called the TIFF format, tag image file format. Generally I think JPEG, all of you are very much You have definitely come across it, the JPEG. Most of the photographs, everything is in a JPEG form. For electronic, the ebook version, JPEG format is really good. So whenever for your all your books what you're planning to write, try to save all this in a JPEG form. If you're trying to get your book in a printed format, TIFF is a good format. It's really good for when you try to print out. It's going to come really good. If you try to want to put some of these images on your website, if you create your own website and if you want to put some images, PNG is a good format. So let's say now, for example, because I'm planning for my ebook, I'll just click it and I will just put in my desktop to just show you. Click on the desktop, save it. Okay. Just minimize it, and now this is in a format of image. This is in the format of a image, the JPEG image. Okay. So these are the basics of designing using PowerPoint. I hope this video was of some help for you. Of course, you can always hire a graphic designer and pay some 5,000 or 10,000 rupees and get your cover designed by them also, because we all are very much we have learned this, we have heard it many number of times, that the cover page of the book matters a lot, because many of the readers they get attracted. If the cover page is attractive, then only they will touch your book also. So you can see there are a lot more ways you can do designing. I just showed a few basic things, and I just wanted you to understand the different options which are available. Okay, this is not the way I design, but just to show you, I'm just doing it like this. Okay, so I thank you everyone